prophesied. He said they were in the valley, and it was a very dry situation. What do you do when you know God, and you can't feel him? What do you do when God don't show up? You keep on pressing. Ask Mary and Martha when their brother Lazarus had died. They said, Jesus, if you would have been here, my brother wouldn't have died. But the Bible says, can I preach the Bible? That Lazarus laid in the grave for 4 days. Jesus, come on, preaching the revival. And sometimes Jesus doesn't come. And sometimes he doesn't show up. But that don't make him God, not God. He's still working some stuff out. When they got to Lazarus' funeral, they said, Jesus, Lazarus is dead. And he said, I'm glad that he died. It is for you that you might live. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, if our loved one die and it don't bring you close to God, then they died in vain. One of the things about these deaths is making me get my life together. If I got any art, I'm going to put them down. Things that I thought that I used to argue about, I'm not going to argue no more. I'm not going to fuss no more. I'm going to live my life because life is too precious. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, if you ain't got it right, you better get it right. You can't be just going to church. You better be the church. You better get God in you, the hope of glory. And so he says to them, prophesy. The Bible said the skin and the bones were on them, but they were still dead. They had no breath in them. What do you do when the devil knocked the wind out of you? I wish I had some praises. I heard the songwriter say, lead me to a rock that's higher than I. I'm getting ready to preach here because if the devil think I'm going to get depressed, he got another thing coming. If the devil think that I'm going to give up, he got another thing coming. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I just got my second wind. Y'all ain't going to help me preach in here, but high five your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm speaking to your pain. I'm speaking to your situation. I'm speaking to every dead thing that's in your life. A dead marriage, a dead job. I wish I had somebody to give God praise. And the Bible says they sit under God. I hope it's lost. But tell your neighbor and say, neighbor, if you got breath in your body, you got life. I wish I had somebody. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get up from that place and fight the good fight of faith. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I could have gave up. I could have died. I could have been depressed. But I decided a long time ago to fight with everything. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, you gonna live. You gonna make it. You gonna get through. You gonna cry. You gonna hurt. You gonna be confused. There gonna be times where you might even blame God. But I came to tell you, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm glad to be in a number just one